And good afternoon. Bruce Pearson with you at Jersey Talk Radio. We're on location in Morristown, New Jersey at the Hyatt at the Jersey Access Group Conference. And I've got Nathan Bossler. How do you pronounce your last name?
Bossler.
Bossler, that's okay. Nathan Bossler with Castus, which is very pertinent to this and certainly pertinent to Jersey Talk Radio because we're webcasting now, we're broadcasting over the internet. Nate, tell me where you're from, tell me a little bit, and then we'll get into what Castus is all about and your background and so forth.
Excellent.
But first we want to find out a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Nathan Bossler, one of the co-founders of the company.
Wow.
I am from Seattle, Washington, all the way on the other side of the country.
Out on the rainy side.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's what we'd like to think.
So you're downwind from Fukushima, not a good deal.
Yeah, that's a wonderful place. We've been in business developing our technology since 2006. Castus, either people have already heard of us. And
I have heard of you.
Yep, they want to come check us out, or they're hearing us for the first time, they've heard some buzz, and they want to see what we're all about. You know, in a nutshell, we're an automation server company. We allow our TV stations to schedule all of their content, whether it's HD, SD, doesn't matter the file format, which has been something that's pretty unique.
Yeah,
they can schedule all that
mix and
content.
match is always in its transition. It's going to be there for a long time because there's a lot of content out there.
I mean, just when we thought it was over to HD, now 4K's in the mix.
I know.
So there's even more mixing and matching than we've ever thought. So.
Absolutely. So tell me, when you, let's put it nuts and bolts for some of the folks out there that don't understand in layman's terms for this constituency, for our listeners and viewers. So what you do is you have a system that actually works as the playlist machine that will take the recorded content, play it out in an orderly fashion, just like you know, the master control guy used to do, and run the spots and so forth, or a DJ would run the spots and the breaks and so forth. And that's automated, and it's on now you build the boxes yourself?
Yeah, so we do the whole thing. It's an out-of-the-box solution. So we ship it to the customer based on how many channels that they have. Typically, we see anywhere from 1 to 3 channels, either your PEG channels. Right. And we ship it to them, and then they have the ability to plug that box into their server room, access it over the network, where they can add all of their programs, like their news weather shows, any sort of programming. And what's great about what we say file agnostic, is this means you can get a video from pretty much anywhere, from your cell phone, directly from the camera,
from an IP address,
from wherever.
Nice.
And this means they just have to just put it on their server, and immediately it's ready to play out on their TV station. Whereas we step back and we compare to our competitors, they're having to take those files and make them all one standard file type.
Yeah, so they have to transcode everything that comes in, right?
Exactly.
Now, the interesting thing, so let's say, well, they probably wouldn't apply to PEG, but if you had an agency spot coming in, they just upload it to you, you take it, as long as it's, you know, does it have to be, no, I guess it doesn't have to be 720p
doesn't
or 1080, it doesn't matter. It'll take pretty much any normal flavor out there.
Yep, even abnormal flavors, to be honest.
Really, you take PAL or CCAM?
Yes, we do.
Wow,
yes, we do. Any frame rate, doesn't really matter. I was just playing files that were directly off of my Sony FS700 camera. Okay. Which is a pretty high-end broadcast
camera. Great camera. Excellent.
Just literally copied right from the SD to the Castus server, and I was playing the files natively. So this is really great because we have also worked in post-production editing tools into the server. Wow. Which means so now
you can pull out selects and do a highlight reel right off your...
without having to go back to Premiere or Workstation, no render.
And you can determine the output so that everything comes out of that box. Now, does that transcode it in real time?
Exactly, you nailed it. So based off of whatever the customer has determined they want their output, real-time outputs that signal. So if they're scheduling all their files back to back and they want a 480 SDI signal, they just go to the setting, make it 480 SDI, and there you have it. When we want to upgrade to HD, they click on the drop down, they switch it to 1080, they click save, boom, now we're outputting a 1080 signal.
Wow. I've got to pull up your website for our folks at home.
Castus.tv.
Oh, you went to .tv, very nice.
We thought it was very fitting.
Yeah, I'm going to send that out, and we're going to bring up a copy of that.
Awesome.
So that they can see it. Now, how long have you been in business?
Good question. Well, we started developing this technology in 2006. It was kind of funny because we did it by mistake. One of our local cities was hiring me to shoot all their council
You're
meetings.
honest enough to say that, actually.
Yeah, it's true, actually. I got to tell the truth, right? It turns into a fun story.
I'll electrocute you. There's
nothing in this chair here. I'm good.
On the bottom of that.
Oh, my gosh. So we were hired by our local municipality to schedule the meetings. Unfortunately, I had to film and edit the meeting, print it to a VHS tape, and then schedule that.
1,000 steps.
Yeah. So I was actually on the phone at a local grocery mart trying to interview and find a tech guy to help me create something better. And a gentleman who was working at Safeway, it's our local mart back home,
Safeway's
taps me on the shoulder and says, hey, I heard you said you need a programmer. I can help you. Awesome.
All right.
He called me later that night, back in 2006. Jonathan Campbell, he's now the vice president of the company, and that night we started writing Castus now, which was a system that was a computer that could play any file type and any signal out the back.
Anything in, anything out.
Anything in, anything out. And we sold it to our local municipality.
Wow.
They told us, you guys need to go to a trade show and get it out there. So we started marketing it, and lo and behold, we had something that was pretty impressive.
Okay, your website up now, and is that the QuickCast product?
Yeah, we have QuickCast, which is our all-new one channel in a box that does everything our flagship product will do, but under $10,000. And believe it or not, to the average consumer, that seems like a lot of money. But when you're comparing it to systems that traditionally would cost $80, $90, $100,000, and then you're still having to go find out other components you're going to have to buy to be able to get the whole workflow.
Well, and the labor savings, the man hours, all the other
draw,
oh, it's just
everything.
Ridiculous. It's so simple that you could have an administrative person ingest and prepare.
Exactly.
Now, is the GUI on your playlist? Is that pretty straightforward also?
Pretty straightforward.
Drag and drop.
Drag and drop. Actually,
nice.
we came up with this new idea. Instead of drag and drop, we do what's called click and stick.
Okay.
So it's a little different, and this is great for the touch screen. So you click by touching, you stick by touching again.
Nice.
So you're not having to
slide
awkwardly.
all over the place. Yeah.
We also find our customers will schedule a file more than once. They click it, they let it sit.
Oh, and then it just retains it doing. Yeah, nice.
Pretty cool.
Saves a lot of keystrokes.
And believe it or not, these sort of ideas, they were from our customers. So we started putting the system out there.
Oh, geez, what a concept.
I know.
A company that asks, solicits feedback from the customer and actually does it.
And we turn it around.
Nice.
We even give them shout outs on our forum, brought to you by, and that sort of stuff. We think it's pretty cool.
How's your market penetration been?
It's been pretty good. We've been closing most of our sales we go out for. Nice. What's pretty exciting is lately we've been described of having a cult following back here in the East area, which is exciting for us because
being West Coast based, you get regionalized pretty easy because you just don't have the reach to be everywhere every time. What? How many major competitors do you have? Is there a lot of players in that field?
There's quite a few players. That's one of the challenges actually when we got started is there's only 3 or 4 major brands out there in this peg industry.
Right.
Yeah, that we all know of. And so for us coming in as this new brand with a new product and a new concept, it was a little challenging because people said, they don't want to be the Lone Ranger and buy the system that
I don't want to stick my head above the trench. So who are you using for your hard drives, for example?
Well, for our hard drives, for the actual hardware, we're typically using our Seagates. They're pretty good hard drives.
Yep.
All the 7200 RPM, high server grade drives.
Do you use solid state drives now or no? Are you switching over? Are you doing the solid states?
What we're doing is we're doing solid states for our operating system.
Right, which everybody is.
And then we're doing the spinning disks because number one, they're a little more cost effective.
Sure.
They have less power draw. And to be completely honest, I've seen more of the solid states fail
than you do.
Than I have these.
They've been out there for 20 years. So.
Yep.
And what's the standard size breakout? I mean, I'm sure you can figure them whatever you want, but
I mean, these days
storage.
We crank it up with so much. We have an option from 8 all the way up to 24 terabytes.
Okay.
And we've extended that by
and that's on a single drive, or is that
it's
single server?
Across several 6 or 8 terabyte drives.
Okay. Now, is it a redundant power supply and a redundant?
Absolutely. So we've got in our flagship product 2 power supplies, and then multiple hard drives that we refer to as a RAID configuration.
Right.
So one drive can fail, and you're good. You're not going to lose any of your data.
Nice.
So it's pretty not only rugged, but it's pretty future-proof as well. We've actually outfitted it to support 4K playback and 4K playout as well.
Yeah, because that's coming down the pike.
People have called us crazy. 4K is not even here. People have called us crazy.
4K is here.
It is here. And you know what? And we are crazy.
And it's going to come on like gangbusters.
Absolutely.
As soon as they break that critical mass.
Yep.
It's the old who blinks first, the producer, content producers, or the manufacturers.
Exactly.
And you just sit there going, you first. No, you first. No, there's no content.
We're stepping back. We are actually content producers. That's our background.
Yeah.
So we're always looking out there. We know how rapidly it changes. And so us giving our customers this future proof. So I mean, we want them
the big
to be
change
up and
for this community is they always had to beg the stupid cable companies even to go from SD to HD.
Yep.
Whether they like it or not, whether they're fully in that mode or not, those days are over.
Yep.
Because I don't know if anybody knows if cable's going to exist in its current form in 5 or 10 years. I don't think it will. I don't think that. I think everything is going to transition to wireless and the net.
And IP.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
I just don't think you're going to be using coax to drag signals down the line.
Well,
I think they've shot themselves in the foot.
It's true. But, here's the thing. With IP, it basically is an agnostic format.
Absolutely.
Because
it doesn't care what your format is.
It doesn't care what you're feeding it, what you're getting from it, who you're going to, or
Get in the highway and go.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Exactly. And not to mention, HD SDI cards, as most people know, are very costly. You're looking at 1,000, very finicky.
Yeah, I got a couple dead ones in my car right now.
What is IP going over? Ethernet.
Yep.
Standard stuff.
Cat 5.
Cat 5.
Costs nothing to replace. Oh, they tore it up.
Leave it there. $60 for a card that has 4 of them on it. I mean,
exactly.
That's 2,000% less
exactly.
than an SDI card.
Well, that's cool.
It's scalable.
That's really, it's a great product. See, that's what makes sense. And you built all the catch, the choke points.
Definitely.
You build it in it properly.
Absolutely.
Well, how's your warranty on that equipment?
Well, believe it or not, we offer a 3-year warranty on all the hardware.
Nice.
So we stand behind that. Whatever goes wrong, we fix.
Well,
and the software, we stick behind it for life because we figure, we wrote the system. Yeah. We built it from the ground up.
Stuff.
We get it. We know it. We can afford
Nobody
to
else
keep it
offers that kind of a warranty.
Nope.
So that's cool. Well, when I get ready to start, when I start outgrowing this, which is not long, it's one of the elements, the playlist control.
Yep.
And that functionality is something that, to be honest with you, I haven't really dealt with yet.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to do on the radio side, on the audio side.
Totally.
There's a million, audio DJ systems, automation systems out there. There's not a lot of video systems because it's a whole different animal to put it on a server.
And when you find them, they're so expensive.
Oh, they're stupid expensive. Yeah. That's one reason why I haven't done it. Well, I don't know what else to say except cactus.tv.
It's
I've been up since 4 o'clock.
You know what? It happens. Once people
broadcast,
webcast,
simulcast.
Cast me, cast you, cast us.
Cast us out of Seattle.
Yep.
And Nathan is the president of the company, so I'm going to give your number out here. It's an 800 number. So write this down, folks. Go get a pencil or carve it into your finger. 800-215-3880, and just go to extension 700. Or go to Nathan, N-A-T-H-A-N, just like the hot dogs, Nathan at Castus, C-A-S, castus.tv. They can call you. Can you give them a demo? Is there demo footage on your
we have a couple videos on our website you can check out.
So you can see the interface.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It can't be any easier now. You just say, hey, look, I want to ingest this. I want to play. Here's my output format.
And we've made it real simple. If you have a question, you call us, and a human answers the phone.
Of course. Oh, that's
We're able to take a call.
That's refreshing. Unlike some of the people here where, I grew this beard waiting on a service call last time.
Well, it's a little bit.
And I have a hard time growing a beard. So I thank you very much.
And I got to take an opportunity here to shout out to my home city of Issaquah. So we say we're from Seattle because, let's get real.
Yeah, well, it's a reference point.
Yeah, everyone's heard of Seattle, but Issaquah is a great community where we're actually headquartered out of 15 minutes east of Seattle.
East of Seattle.
Yep.
I spent some time in
west.
Sonoma and Bellingham and those areas.
Good places. Issaquah is great. We love doing business out of there. We're very active in our community. We donate to our local foods.
So you guys are good people.
We donate absolutely to our local schools foundations for kids.
Nice.
We put on events, teach them about video production, and a lot of people don't understand.
Good corporate citizens.
There's honestly so much
Unlike
career.
Tokyo Electric.
Yeah, there you go. We're trying to show kids and other people there's a future in broadcast. In fact, you can make an excellent living doing production, especially if you know software, your skills, you hone them in as a young kid, and you perfect them, you're going to be very successful. I know I'm rambling on about this.
No, you're not. But you know what? If people want to do business with a company that's squared away, and has some ethics.
We'd like to think so.
I'm tired of the hit and run deal, man. I'm getting too old for this after 41 years.
And you know what? One of the most unique things is the price on the price sheet is actually what comes when you get the PO.
Holy mackerel. Yeah, well, there's a lot of a la carte crap going out there, and by the time you get it, it's like, that's not what I thought.
Yeah. We don't ever really have that sticker shock.
That's cool,
which is
man.
a cool thing.
And you manufacture up there?
Yeah, we do. We manufacture in a city called Bellevue.
Oh, I know.
So it's 10 minutes from us,
yeah.
which is awesome. So this allows us to turn around
U.S.
product
made,
quicker.
folks. When was the last time you heard that?
It's even called U.S. Micro.
Oh,
so
yeah.
U.S. Micro is making our machines.
I've heard of U.S.
They
Micro.
courier right to our studio in Issaquah. We build them. We're able to ship in under a 2-week period of time, have it on site.
Wow. Really good package, man. Thank you. Nathan, thanks
Wonderful
for being
radio
with us.
show.
Well, I
Thanks for
appreciate
having me on.
Thanks a million. I appreciate it. Have a safe trip back after the convention.
Oh,
Sell
yeah.
a lot of products, man.
That's what we're up here for.
Don't eat that fish out of the North Pacific anymore. It glows in the dark.
What's up, buddy?
Thank you.
Thank
Bruce
you.
Pearson, Jersey Talk Radio. And we're at the Jersey JAG Conference here in Morristown, and we'll be talking to you later. Thanks for being with us. All the best, everybody. See you again next time.